something completely different.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Just for the Weekend. Please get up to your host, Lumina. Just for the weekend, how are we doing? Oh my god, there are so many of you. Trip on my thing. Well, I think we might as well just get on with the opening ceremony. So we got a few important messages, because we don't want people dying, we don't want people, upset, so we need to hand over to Ash, who is our welfare, security, he's the one keeping us safe.
Guys, you need to remember the 6-4-1 rule. 6 hours sleep, 4 hours drinking. Oh wait, that's not right. 6 hours sleep. Enough kidding around. 6 hours sleep. 2 hours. Okay, 6 hours sleep, 2 showers, and 6 hours sleep, 2 meals a day, and 1 shower. God, I wouldn't feel very comfortable now with the welfare going like that. I just need to remind you all that at Jeopardy we have a zero tolerance towards anybody basically carrying or consuming any form of drugs, and anybody doing so will be evicted from the convention. But I trust nobody will be doing that here, so party on and drink responsibly. Thank you.
Thank you, Ash. Just gotta adjust my boobs. So there are some very important people that we wouldn't be able to do this convention with. So I just want to introduce them. They're somewhere in the audience around, but they are our directors. So I think we should all give a big thank you and a big round of applause to Carla, Bristol, and Vidal. Thank you so much for putting on this amazing event. We're going to have an amazing weekend. And now I need to pass on to Mama Heights.
Hello again, and I need to apologise to you all, alright? So those of you who sponsored with us this year, I really have to say sorry that unfortunately we couldn't get the sponsor tins here in time. They're currently in China. Go figure! We ordered them months ago, but yeah, China. So instead, I've included your inflatable seagull. Please hold up. Right. So I hope this is a suitable replacement. Don't also use pins on it. Please keep it inflated at all times and have fun. Yeah? Brilliant. I also want to introduce the hotel team, who are right here in the front row. Do you want to stand up, guys? They'll be looking after us for the whole weekend. Their lovely smiles, lovely food. They have lots on offer this year, including advanced purchase dinner offers vouchers. Right, so you can buy 3 nights buffet dinner for £39. Yeah? Or go for the 2-night buffet for £25, or dine as you go price, that's £14.50. So what that means is you just turn up, go to reception desk, buy your voucher, and you can eat all night. Alright? There are going to be bar snacks and stuff in the bar as well, like chips and pizzas, so you don't have to do the buffet if you don't want to. But that's it from me. I don't know who to pass over to, Jake. Yeah, thank you guys.
Oh, okay, so back to me. We have a few little events that we want to talk about quickly because we've got some new events this year, which are really fun. In just after this event, I think it's in this room actually, but we've got a panel about how to be a freelance person, how to make a living in the furry fandom. That was with Danza, who's in the Dealer's Den. Fabulous art, I don't know if you've seen it. So yeah, that's today. We've also, unfortunately, the lip sync battle, which was going to be tomorrow, we've had to cut that one. We've had to cancel it because no one wanted to be in it. Oh, I know. So that means we're just going to have a bigger, better dance comp in the evening, which is going to be amazing. We've got everyone and anyone that is anybody is going to be there. I don't even know what I'm saying, to be honest. We've got Gav Dove, who's doing a DJ panel, and we've got a beautiful Motorfurs event, and we've just got so much stuff packed this weekend, all in your com books, and keep an eye out on social media for any changes. So now, the other reason we're all here is because of our lovely charity, so I'm going to have to pass you over to Stone Main, who will talk a little bit about that.
Good evening. As many of you know me, I'm normally your first aider, but this year I've been voluntold. Thank you, Vidor. I am your charity liaison for this weekend. So to start with this year, I would like to introduce our two charity leads, and these are Jill and Angie of Heart Animal Rescue here in Bristol. I'm going to quickly pass over to Angie, who will introduce you to Heart.
Thank you very much for coming, and we really appreciate it. We are just a very small group. Basically, we foster animals in our own homes. We have been going for 20 years now, but this is probably the biggest fundraising event we've ever attended. We take in any animal that needs rehoming. We've done everything from horses to goldfish. Even did a tarantula once, but all right. Well, I rescued a tarantula. It's funny, everybody else was busy that night. And, as I say, we're just a small group. We're not really used to talking to people. We're more used to talking to animals. But thank you all very much for being here. Yeah, okay, I'm at home. So again, I will let you get on with what you're all here for. Thank you again.
As you all saw, we had charity buckets at the door as you all walked in. That'll be the same again as you leave, and the charity buckets will be available throughout the convention. So you will not be leaving here with any money. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you better donate or I'm going to come get you. So now we move on to the last couple of bits. Nice short, sweet ceremony. We don't want to keep you away from drinking too long. We've got a couple of special guests here. This convention they are of course our guests of honour. We've got two this year, like we had last year, which is exciting. So the first guest of honour is actually currently controlling all of these lights and the sound and just generally keeping this place afloat. He is Kyle Fox, and he's at the back, and he needs to come up and speak. Come on. Where is he? He's got his own mic, he's prepared.
Yeah, you've got my own mic as well. So they were running a little bit short on options for guest of honour, so they're like, oh, who's that twat that brings all the AV gear every year? Just get him in. So rather than being at the back irritating everybody, I've been asked to come up to the front and irritate everybody, so it's pretty much exactly as it's been every year. More seriously, when I was approached by Vidor and Co, they said, look, we would like to specifically feature people who are not necessarily usually seen, people that are the providers of things, transport things, work things out. I mean, last year, all of the framework for the stage I fabricated, welded together before the event and brought it down for this, and all the framework and things this time, and everything else is stuff that I kept when I left the entertainment industry, and I thought, I'm not going to go back, but it's a bit of fun. So then someone came along and said, could you help a convention out? And it's gone steadily downhill ever since then. So here's me thinking, I've got a nice sensible job now, I can just go and do one job, get paid for it, happy days. And that didn't work. So here I am in front of you as opposed to being behind you terrorising. So hopefully we can... What do you want me to say? Everybody knows me. It's like the awkward guy that makes all the Fursuit Lounge kit for Confuzzled and is usually carrying stupid amounts of cable or driving or terrorising people with train horns, but we don't talk about that. Takala has an interesting one. He came up to me last year and he said, I want to hear that horn of yours. So he stood outside. I said, are you ready? He said, yeah, no problem. So I let rip and he absolutely shat himself. And he said, I thought you'd have to start the engine first or something and give me a warning. So, fair enough. There's a bit of an in-joke going on as well. Someone mentioned I think it was Stone Main, someone mentioned Cone Main, and so every conceivable thing involving cones may have happened.
That's a robot that moves around.
Yeah, this is actually a remote control cone. And see what we have here, because I don't know if you know, I'm also partially to blame for ScotiaCon. Myself, Graf and SFW run it between us with some fantastic staff. So this is the Scotia Cone. So this is representing the sort of sister cone. So it had to happen. So this is the reason why myself and Vidor both have silicone implants. And just give you a couple of you a moment with that one. We have another thing running at the minute, which is Vidor's usually quite reserved, so I tend to find ways of cracking him up or seeing if I can get him to burst out laughing. So at the minute we have what's known as a tit count, because you just hear this snicker followed by such a tit. And there we are. And the best reaction from him so far was when I tell people I met him at a maracas recital, because we just sort of clicked. But it wasn't actually true, because we met at a driving range and we both hit it off really well. So anyway, there's two shit jokes, and I'll leave you to the next guest of honour.
Thank you. It's more of a comedian than anything. Should be up there every time. Yeah. Anyway, moving on to our last guest of honour. This one has come all the way from Australia. He's come all the way from Australia to be here, and it's really emotional. He is a YouTuber, a vlogger, a dancer, a circus guy, a drag queen. He's everything, and we are so lucky to have him. And I'm so happy to introduce Blue the Dragon.
Hello. Hi. I'm terrible in front of crowds. I'm absolutely shit. So you'll have to forgive me for being amazing at this. When I got asked to come here, I nearly shat myself because I've never even considered going to an overseas con, because it's just Australia's not even on the same planet. It took me 36 solid hours of travel to get here. So when someone's like, oh, why aren't you coming to the USA? Like, oh, why aren't you coming to Anthracon? Because it takes fucking 40 hours. And a lot of money. But, luckily, I talk bullshit to a camera. So people would love me to be at places, apparently. So thank you very much to absolutely everybody who has even thought about maybe checking out my channel, because that's good enough. That is literally good enough. That's a blessing. Bless. And thank you so much to everybody who puts in so much effort to make events like this available to the entire community. It's insane. I've been kind of behind the scenes a little bit, helping out, forgetting to put badges in bags. Shit. I fixed it though, so I'm good, I'm great. I'm very reliable, yes. Okay, anyway. Watching everything behind the scenes going on is absolutely phenomenal. The amount of work and dedication, specifically at this con, the amount of love and creativity that's gone into everything. The con book is the best con book I have ever seen. Just hands down, just gonna say that. I opened it, I was like, what is this? What, do I have to pay for this? Do I have to go? I thought I'd honestly bought like an art book from someone's table. I got the wrong one. It's gorgeous. The window decals. I did a fish. That was great. But the fact that there are window decals, what the hell? This con is amazing. So thank you so much to everyone who puts in all that hard work and that amount of dedication. It really makes a difference. It really shows. And thank you for bringing this bullshit all the way out here, because you should never give me a microphone. Just don't.
I'm loud enough as it is!
But anyway, I'm gonna stop before I can't leave. Thank you so much, and I hope everybody has the best fucking weekend. Apparently I have to do something. What do I have to do? I'm gonna do a thing.
So that actually brings us to the end of our opening ceremonies.
Yes.
It's the end of the... We have a tradition at Just for the Weekend, which those of you who've been here a couple of times before will know, and it also happens to be the same way that Blue ends his videos on YouTube. That's a great reaction right there.
Oh, yeah, great.
So we always like to say, if you have a drink, please raise it. I don't have a drink. And this is a toast to the weekend. And now, everybody, please, fuck off! Thank you so much, guys. Have a great con.
So one very slight correction on the schedule.